began 15 years ago as Melanie in EastEnders, and after swapping the screen for the stage, landed the lead role in the West End smash hit Sweet Charity. But as well as a successful acting career, she's also mum to 2 daughters, and it's her gorgeous girls who've inspired her latest project. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Tamsin Housewaights.
She was waiting for. I am a little upset, of course, about what's happened to Louis Lester. It's a terrible business. It is. It's shocking, quite awful. And the news changes every minute, doesn't it? Walter told me this morning that he's offered a reward, quite a big reward actually, for any information leading to Louis' arrest.
He's offering a reward. Are you sure?
Oh, yes. It's going to be in the paper.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jacqueline Bisset. Jacqueline... Oh, and a nice big room, yes. Good French windows with lots of people sitting outside.
Yes.
Why...
There were people sitting outside.
Well, they'll be coming in a moment, now they're here. Why this particular thing to bring you back after so long?
Well, I've been looking for something. I've been looking for something English. And, you know, one sees all these amazing British programmes, often the BBC. And I thought, well, I think...
Occasionally BBC
yes,
would have been good, but it's fine.
Well, it's remnants of my childhood. Before ITV.
Yeah, oh, it's getting even worse, yes. So this was the one. It's going awfully well.
Yes.
Yeah, don't worry. So this appealed.
It did appeal, and Stephen Polyakov is a very renowned writer and director, and I was very flattered. And I have to say I panicked a bit because I had very short notice to actually get ready for my little read with him, and I was given 5 scripts, intense, very complicated scripts.
Yeah.
And I had to kind of try and assess them in about a day and a half, which was virtually impossible. So I had to bluff it a bit.
So did you still get nervous? I mean...
I get massively nervous.
Really?
Yes. And the more... I think the more impressed I am by the director, I think the nerves come more, because you want to please. It's like when you don't care about something, you just, you know, wah.
I really want this job.
It's like when you meet a man and you really can't look at them because you're too terrified of the result. You know, you kind of get nervous. So whereas you don't care with other people.
That's very interesting to hear you say, because, I mean, not least because of the people you worked with in your time. I mean, one of my favourite films is Murder on the Orient Express. Right. You're working with the likes of Betty Davis, nothing which could be more terrifying than working with people like that.
Not Betty Davis, but Lauren Bacall.
Yes.
Yes. So Betty Davis wasn't in that one. She died already. She was gone.
She did Death on the Nile.
Yes. I did meet Betty Davis, though, when I was very young, at my first talk show. And every time I'd open my mouth, she would answer for me. She'd start talking.
You did better than me. She walked out on me. She's the only interviewee who's ever walked out on me, and that was the blood drained out of my... Because I asked her if she thought Ronald Reagan would have made a good Rhett Butler, and that was it. She got up and went.
Did she?
So, yeah, it was very scary. So I share your sentiments about large Hollywood stars.
Well, it can be, it can be those first... When you first start working and you meet those
intimidating.
people. Very intimidating.
But you went over for 3 weeks. Why did you end up staying so long?
Well, I was... under contract. They put me under contract after I did a film with Audrey Hepburn and Albert Finney called Two for the Road.
Yeah.
And I just went to meet the people at the studio. I had no intention of staying, didn't have any interest in American cinema. All I thought it was just a place where people had heart-shaped swimming pools and wore sort of pink, fluffy nighties. That was my image, and I thought, not for me, definitely not for me.
Yeah.
And in fact, to such a point, I had such a phobia about that image of Hollywood that when I actually wanted a swimming pool, because it was hot and I wanted to exercise, I didn't really dare say, I think I want a swimming pool. I didn't want to be corny, you know, but when you live there and it's hot, you get a swimming pool.
You shot to fame with McQueen. I don't just want to keep just dredging up the old days, but working with the likes of Steve McQueen, who is now an icon. I mean, how was it for an English girl going over there straight into American movies, into Hollywood, working with an icon like Steve McQueen?
Well, actually, you know, people are just people. Actors are just people, and you have to make contact when you're working with them. So if they're polite, it's not difficult to talk to people. I don't find. I get nervous with myself. It's not the other person I get, you know, who worries me, because I find people generally, I find them easy to talk to.
Yeah.
But I get complex sometimes and shy. I used to be very, very shy. But I've beaten a lot of that. I mean, occasionally I get a bit of shyness, and I really try not to, because it's so boring for the other people when you're shy, and they can't relax with you.
Well, they also, I suppose, find it rather difficult to believe that someone who's such an accomplished actress and who's in films, they don't associate shyness with actors, which is, I suppose, in a way perverse, because do actors really... Are they the shy people who hide behind somebody else?
Most people. Actually, most of the big stars I've met were mostly shy people.
Even
Yes.
Brando?
I just met Brando briefly. He seemed very polite when I met him.
Really?
Very polite, yeah. Very gentle and polite.
Yeah.
I met him in a nightclub, and he asked me to dance, and the person I was had gone to the club with was in the loo, and I thought, well, if he comes back and sees me dancing with Brando, he might have a complex for life. So I said no. It was just a very quick meeting.
You turned Marlon Brando.
No, that's how they've turned it, yes.
Oh, I see.
Yes,
That's the way it goes.
Yes.
Yeah, and he walked back across the floor.
He walked back, yes.
Now that you're back over here and you've gone to this, I mean, do you think you'll stay a bit longer now than that?
Well, I want to work here. I want to find some interesting things here.
Theatre or film?
I'd like to do films. I love to do something out of the box, you know, character that I haven't done before. I'm always looking to find something I haven't done before. I'd like to do more working-class characters and more... I've done a lot of period stuff in America and in England and from time to time. And I'd like to do some comedy and just work with that kind of level of quality.
So if the work's here, we can guarantee you'll be staying, is that right?
Well, maybe come and go.
Come and go, right.
Come and go.
So your life over there at the moment, then, consists mainly of what over in the States? What do you find yourself doing on a day-to-day basis?
Just what everybody else does.
Lady of leisure?
No, I'm not lady, but I'm not at all lazy.
Yeah.
No, I'm not good at doing nothing. I'm always doing something. I'm either cooking or gardening or doing something, or... I'm not a big shopper. So I have a house that takes a lot of work, and... you know, mail and emails and talking to people. And
so you do...
I do all the regular stuff.
And you're keen on gardening? Do you like that as well?
I'm not exactly keen on it. I do it because I've got a big garden and I find it very peaceful.
Oh, I'll be over. Fine, okay.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
yes,
dabble
God.
about.
Yes,
yeah, that's all right. I can do your weeding, not a problem. It's OK.
Well, I get a little cushion and I sit on the cushion and I weed, but my hands are just shot.
I'll send you a nice pair of gloves.
They don't work.
No, they don't.
No, they don't work.
They don't work?
Not for weeding, not for me.
We've got the right gloves. I mean, look, we love Dancing on the Edge. Long may you entertain us. Dancing on the Edge continues Monday nights on BBC Two. Jacqueline will be back in part 4 of the Mother Oscar Experiences for now. My thanks to Jacqueline Bisset. Now, Now, this Sunday evening, the Hollywood A-listers will be gracing the red carpet of the 85th Academy Awards, but who will leave clutching an Oscar and who will go home red-faced? Joining us now, two people who have attended every after-show Oscars party in LA, probably not all on the same night. Please welcome showbiz journalist Ashley Pearson and Hollywood reporter Tim Vincent. Lovely to see you. Welcome. Lovely to have you back with a baby on the way, Ashley.
Yeah, I would like to say...
It's lots of...
I think that's the perfect. Yeah. Well,